Looks like this is going. Fire up the music. Somewhat fun. Alright, here we go. What else? What else is happening on my desktop? Turn off that. Nothing bad there. Okay. Ooh. What did I just do? Okay. Alright. Okay, so quick recap. Been busy on this one. Looking cooler and cooler. I think this is the latest. It's getting close. I even had my wife look at it. She said it looks good. She had some ideas. I've got a big list of small things. But I think to start, we gotta go in and turn off some of these atmospherics. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Are you, you're a new chatter. Are you a Zelda fan? Okay, turn those off. Okay, if we turn off all the dust in the air, that's what this looks like. Okay, still like that in. Alright, let's get, let's see. Here's the notes. This one says, put a stump somewhere visible on the Manhandla body. So, basically I want to make it look like there is a severed... Okay, so this is the rough sketch. Oh, and you know what's in this sketch that I never ever remembered to put in? There's fucking arrows like in these heads that I need to put in. There should probably be arrows all over the place. So I'm going to add that in to my almighty list. Add more arrows. I can't forget all these small details. Okay. Alright, maybe I'm not as close to done as I thought I'd be. Anyway, new chatter. If you like the Zelda art, you should stick around and follow. Here, I'll show you some stuff. On the off chance that you didn't disappear, you can see here. I'll make my face disappear. Wow. Okay, here you can see I've been working on some Zelda art for a while. Bad guys, good guys. All kind of fun action-y scenes. Tender moments. Evil. Any of that is coming through. Alright, so now we're on this one. The Manhandla is a old school Zelda bad guy. Alright. And now I'm back. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is find the layer you're looking for. Okay, looks like this is it. Neck and stump. I want to find some way to make it look like there is a more substantial neck that this giant head is attached to. Sort of a gross attachment point. Yeah, that about does it. Okay, and so the rest of these heads were also attached at corners around this body. So kind of got to make it look like there was an attachment point over here too. trying to think if... I guess if we made it so that the stump had some red in it, that would read pretty clearly that that was where the head had been chopped off. All on the list of things I should have designed for earlier and then forgot about. And now I have to deal with. And redder. Interesting. It feels like we need this stump, but it's not feeling like it's a strong part of the composition. Maybe it's too big. Maybe I can slide it over. Okay, we've got this pool of dark red sludge in there. Sort of looking like jelly. That's not bad. think it's okay if we... Something to... make it clear that it's some sort of core. Chopped off head. I mean, that's all the reed needs to be. Put a stump somewhere visible on the Manhandla body. That is done. Is it perfected? Don't know yet. Add more arrows. Okay, do need that. My wife was telling me that these little wiry bits of basically the sort of the texture of the roots that are grabbing Link are they don't read as very as particularly full of tension. That it could look more like they're pulling him in. And I agree with her, actually, and I'm wondering if there was a miscalculation on my part where I defaulted to too much of a look of root hairs. I don't feel like that's actually that bad, but in the rough sketch here, there's a certain amount of ropiness that does have a like a little bit of lasso-y quality that feels creepy, wiry. I don't know. Something for me to be watching out. I can go about 25 more minutes, and then I gotta get my kids ready for school. Or take over for my wife, actually getting the kids ready for school. Alright, where... If I was an arrow, where would I go? Well, we always want... Pretty much want them... Anything that points should pretty much point at the focal point, which is here. Essentially, somewhere here is the focal point of the piece, and even in my rough sketch, it's basically pointing there. Trying to make an arrow look cool. Arrow poking up the back of his head already. That looks a little bit goofy. I don't mind arrows being in it, but I don't want them to distract. Don't want them to distract. I don't want them to be too obvious. No, I think we're okay with just one arrow here, and one arrow about to strike. I think that's enough. Whatever color that arrow is, we're going to add some blue light to it. So we can sufficiently integrate it into the scene. Some blood coming. Same deal over here. Can't just be a dark line sticking out somewhere. It's definitely gonna get pretty brightly lit by the sun as well. Hard to draw the right line sometimes. So I want it to be there, but not too grabby for the eye. That's good. What's next on the list? Okay, add more arrows. That's done. You know, I suppose Link could use like a quiver of arrows. It's all interesting that I'm thinking of the stuff at the last second. He needs something that... What is a quiver? Quiver of arrows. Quiver is a container for holding arrows or bolts. That looks like this. Can make it fairly nondescript, and then I can give it the title of Last Arrow. I'll make it the same color as his. It's funny because I want it kind of minimized. Looking at the reference, it's like they're kind of would be right here-ish. And it kind of does beg the question, does Link need a shield in this scene? Is that appropriate? I don't like that I ended up thinking about this at the last second. cheated in at the last second. It'll look fine, it's just not best practices. Basically looks like a bunch of gear on Link's back. If I wanted to, I could put, I guess, an arrow or two. Let's see what that looks like. Whatever I add needs to feel like it can help the composition. The concept of him being down to his last arrow is cool. Certainly happens in the game, like you can run out of an item that you need. Yeah, overall, I think it kind of helps the silhouette. Now what's looking silly is his arrowhead here is massive and probably shouldn't be. What do Zelda arrows look like? Yeah. Oh, well, they look like the one that I drew. Okay. Alright, well. Now I have to make these ones look more cartoony. Maybe not that bright. Yeah, I think that gets the point across, although this one looks cool. My wife is sending me texts. We're adapting back into the morning routine of getting our kids ready for school. We've been on fall break. Our kids haven't been to school in like 12 days. So it's been a little bit of a vacation for us just to not have to rush around every morning, getting them up, getting them in the car. Of course, as a result, we are throwing off our own routines as soon as we try to get back into them. So this morning was a fun reintroduction. Okay, looks like arrows on his back, looks like arrows in the scene. What else have I been forgetting? Okay, add more arrows, that's done. Alright, I should call it a stream now. But what else? Let's go through some of these things. Cheats and bounce light onto Link and fade it into perfection. So basically getting Link brighter and other edges a little bit more integrated with the bounced light. Because especially like once that dust is lit, then it's even more bounced light running around just sort of ambiently. More tension on the leg tendrils. So the things that are pulling on his leg, they look a little, they need more whip, like it's some more tension, more traction. Right now it's got a creepy look of them growing around his leg, like that looks good, and maybe it's slower, but it doesn't necessarily feel like there's a lot of power there holding him into place and dragging him. I feel like some of that dragging would be good, and it would complement some of what's happening here with the arrow. And like the tension on the arrow and the tension on the lines. Battle damage. So basically, some sword slashes on the Manhandla, some scuffs on Link would be good. I don't want the statue to look too cut out, so I'll mess with those edges. I'll overlap some of the sand in areas to make it look like things are getting covered a little bit. Rim line on Link's thighs. That looks good. More fracturing maybe. Here in the stuff at the bottom is less important. Ambient occlusion for the contact shadows, like where things are touching the ground. It needs to get darker. I'll make sure that happens. Some of these tentacles over here are wonky. There's some pixels out of place around up here. And then there's the usual finishing. Okay, cool. Well, good step in the right direction. Glad we remember to do those arrows at the last fucking second. Okay, alright. If anybody's watching, thanks for joining. Here, we'll do a quick thumbnail. There we go. Gishmug. Alright. Alright, all done. Alright. Hoping to stream later today. We'll see. Alright, adios.